Hello and welcome back to iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. As we get closer to the release of For Honor's first major downloadable content, Shadow and Might, I think it's only right that we get the ball rolling with some duels so that when the Shinobi and Centurion get released, we won't be too rusty. So, today we're going to watch a duel from the perspective of the Valkyrie, and our opponent is a Reputation 16 Lawbringer. Now, of course, reputation level does not always equate to skill, it's just time played, but there's no doubt in my mind that this guy knows his stuff. After putting, upwards of 20 hours into a single character, you have to know what the deal is, so let's find out. Getting bopped on the head by a top light and then going to respond with a light attack of my own. Just letting him know that he can't land those free attacks on me, but he is going to get a successful parry and follow it up with an impaling charge. Nearly sent me off the edge. Thank goodness the positioning was just so, and it didn't make for a swift end to the first round. And here we go, we've got that sweep off, so now that we've used it one time, he does have the impression in his mind that that is something that I like to go for in my kit. Now the only question is, how much am I going to continue using the Valkyrie sweep? And that top light is going to get dodged again. There might have been a little prediction on there, but sometimes predicting works out for the better. Unfortunately though, we got a bit too aggressive and we ran out of stamina. The Lawbringer is fantastic at punishing out of stamina characters. He tried to go for that long arm, or as I like to call it, the pancake flip, but we are going to dash out of the way. Unfortunately, we didn't go for the full or the maximum punish. We could have gotten a guard break. Obviously, a little bit of panic going on there when there's a 6-foot tall man trying to flip you over his back. You get a little bit nervous, and there we go. That could have been the end for me, but fortunately, the dodge attack is going to cause his guard break to miss, and we're going to walk away with the first round victory. If we can keep up this kind of momentum, then we'll be good, but again, the Lawbringer is a very intimidating character, especially since they buffed him in a previous patch. He feels kind of like the way he should have felt all along. So here we go, round two. Let's get into it. Throwing out a light attack at the same time, the Lawbringer trying to throw out a top light of his own, and he's using that super armor on his shove to trade blows with me, and it's definitely in his best interest to do so because he has a larger health pool. So if we continue to go blow for blow, he will eventually come out on top. Getting shoved again, but successfully deflecting that time into a shoulder pin and followed by a sweep. But unfortunately, we are being way too aggressive here, putting ourselves in the out of stamina state far too often. But maybe though the aggression is paying off. We do have a very sizable health lead. Gonna land another successful sweep. I believe that is the third time we've managed to hit that, but this is the third time that we've run out of stamina. Gonna dash out of the way of that unblockable attack, but we are gonna get caught by a guard break, then bopped on the head, guard broken a second time, and then finished off. So we're definitely gonna have to control our aggression a little bit better because this guy, he knows what the deal is. He's not a newbie. He's reputation 16. If we get overly aggressive, he's going to shove us and drain the little bit of stamina that we have left, and then he's going to go to town. He's going to do whatever the hell he wants with us. So let's shake it out a little bit, get rid of any nervousness, get rid of any of the negative energy, and only focus on the positive energy. So here we go. We're starting off with a guard break, but that is going to get punished by a nice little bop on the head from the Lawbringer. He's feinting a top-heavy attack, and he's going to block, following up with a shove, and then a light attack. That thing is very tricky. It is very reactable, but it still can catch you off guard if you're not entirely ready for it. The thing is, and what my opponent is doing very well, he's not shoving after every blocked attack, which means I'm not able to get into this mind state of, okay, I'm just going to attack him, he's going to block, shove, and then I will deflect. If he was doing that, he'd be in the ground already. And unfortunately, as I was talking, I was being incredibly impatient, and that is going to put me in the out of stamina state once again. My health is pretty much gone. One more slip up, and I'm dead. Throwing out a light attack while completely exhausted is not going to get me anywhere but smacked across the damn face. That didn't look pretty. That is not a nice way to go out. So the score is now 1-2, and the Lawbringer has the lead. So we're going to have to do some big things if we want to come back. But you know, I always find it interesting what is going on in the mind of the player when they're winning. You know, is he sitting back just having some popcorn like, this Valkyrie ain't shit, I'm about to win? And on the other end of that, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I gotta make a comeback here. I can't let him think I ain't shit. So right now we're going into this round. We're gonna show him that if he's going to win, he's going to have to work for it. We're trying to go for 2 very quick light attacks, but the second attack is going to get parried, and that ad mortem inimicus is going to come out. He's trying to use the long arm again, and I'm throwing out 2 light attacks, and it's going to get parried a second time. The maximum punish coming out, the impaling charge into the wall, followed by a top heavy. Now I am at an extreme deficit, but I've gone back to the sweep because he does not seem like he's, you know, able to dodge them. He's just probably either not expecting them or just he's a little bit slow on the jump. And that big burst of aggression definitely tightened the health gap, but it put me in a big risk position because I was out of stamina for a minute there, but I kept my cool, managed to not go out completely. And here we go. This is crunch time right now. 1 shove into light attack would have finished me off, but we are gonna land the successful deflect, or the dash block, into shoulder pin, and then we're gonna take the win with another sweep. Oof. This is close. This is the final round. Let's see if we can keep up this level of momentum. You know, if this guy was having popcorn, he's put the bowl to the side because his finger's getting too greasy. He can't dodge the sweeps with greasy fingers. So here we go. The final round is kicking off. We're putting that defensive stance up, but we are going to try and fake it out, and that is going to get us punished very heavily. But we landed a successful guard break, not going for the sweep this time, but we saw that he did try to dodge out of the way. So at this point, we've got him going off of instinct instead of pure reaction, which could be an advantage for us if we capitalize. We tried to land a dash block there, but the timing is going to be a little bit off, so we're not going to be able to shoulder pin, and that is terribly unfortunate. Not going for the sweep this time, trying to see if his instincts are going to kick in, and unfortunately they are not. Faking out this time and landing a successful guard break, and then tripping him up a little bit, pun intended. Unfortunately though, we've run out of stamina. We've got to be very careful here. 1 mistake is going to cost us the majority of our health. If we can... No, it's not going to happen this time. We tried to dodge out of the way of that top-heavy, unblockable attack, and he feinted it and landed a successful guard break and took the final round victory. But damn, you know, that was an intense final round. The energy was there, and we're going to rate this match 5 stars. I don't know if that does anything, but hey, it was a lot of fun. So that is going to do it for today. As always, the name of the game is For Honor. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.